Right, so here we are in the final lecture. These are some more general topics that I want to talk about just regarding health and safety. I'll talk about employer regulations. I haven't seen anything, but they're general topics that are quite nice, so let's just cover them quickly. Who knows? So what does the law state with regards IT use? Well, it says that employers must provide tiltable screens, anti-glare screen filters, provide adjustable chairs, and provide foot support. So there you go. Yeah, you may go to your employer and ask them for that. Make sure the lighting is suitable, workstations aren't cramped, plan work at a computer so there are frequent breaks, and pay for appropriate eye and eyesight tests by an optician. So nice things just to know. Remember, this doesn't apply to schools or colleges. Yeah, and really the key point here is that employers must do their best to make sure that, that their employees are comfortable. It talks about this idea of ergonomics, and that's really just design, making sure the design of the tables, the chairs, the arrangement is good, so that employees are comfortable at work. Yes, and this is the definition of ergonomics, the science concerned with designing safe and comfortable working environments for humans. Furniture design, computer parts, keyboard and mouse. Typically, yes, in computer areas, food and drink typically should not be allowed. We shouldn't have trailing wires. Yes, water and electricity don't do very well together. Be careful with the overloading of electrical sockets. Space for machine, heating and ventilation must be suitable. Yes, lighting must be suitable with no glare or reflections. Benches and desks must be strong enough to support the computers. And these are some possible dangers, with solutions, of course. So here we are. Everyone should be very aware of the various health and safety issues, and we must always try and prevent common problems. Prevention is always better than cure. Yeah. So let's start with some common problems. Back problems. Yes, as you know, very, very, very important. Yes, just because of the way you sit, it's very possible to suffer back problems. Solutions: get a proper chair, an adjustable chair, footrests, and you should be able to tilt your screens to prevent awkward movements. Eye strain, yes, of course, because we're looking, bad light and things like that can cause that. Screen filters, very helpful. Use screens. You should never use a screen that flickers. Take regular breaks. And lighting must be suitable and blinds fitted to windows to reduce glare. Repetitive strain injury. This is when because you're constantly working with your fingers and your wrists, just doing this over a long period of time. So I guess, as I say, some of these are common sense. The key point is making sure that your posture is correct, you have wrist rests, breaks. And ozone irritation, and people have argued that the laser printers tend to, can cause breathing problems. And so the solution here is that situate these laser printers about 1 meter away, and then ensure there's good ventilation in the area. So, I put here, these questions are only about 3 to 4 marks in the exam, so don't panic. As long as you come up with something reasonable, you'll be fine. So really, this is the end of these lectures. I'm not really, the section A of your exam is a self-study section. So, it's really talking about how to be able to use the internet, open the internet. I'll just go quickly just to that section so we cover it here. I think I have another minute here. I can just throw that in. So this is this bit here about introduction in section A. Yes, general themes. So really here, how to use the internet and research on the internet. So typically, most of you by now I'm sure you can go onto the internet, search for a website, if you like, and take a screenshot of that website, if you like. Yes, you know about Google Images. If you wanted to search for a map or a picture, you should be able to save those images onto your hard drive, onto your desktop, for example. And that's what the examiner is really looking for, your ability to be able to use and search the internet. So that we'll call that a self-study, and if there are any issues whilst you're doing Section A, you can always email me. But I won't go into making a whole video about Section A. I think that as you spend time with it, these are things that most of you do very regularly. You should be comfortable with being able to screenshot or take a picture of your screen. It's actually a key on your keyboard called Print Screen. You should find above Insert next to F12. So we'll just hold the Control key and press Print Screen, and then copy that onto your evidence document or the piece of paper you're putting all your information in. But yes, so great stuff. So this brings us to the end of our lectures, and I will send out a survey to sort of see how you found these and what we can do to improve them as time goes. Thank you very much. Bye bye.